What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome to today's installment of Renegades Reviews. I am the Renegade J.J. Williams, here to bring you my thoughts on yet another classic horror movie. This one is the first mashup in the Frankenstein story. Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, released in 1943. The synopsis is that Larry Talbot chips Frankenstein's monster out of a block of ice. When Talbot changes to the Wolfman, the two creatures do battle. This one starred Lon Chaney Jr. once again as Larry Talbot the Wolfman, Bela Lugosi as Frankenstein's monster and his only portrayal as the monster, Patrick Knowles and Lionel Atwell, Iona Massey as Baroness Elsa Frankenstein, Maria Ospinskaya was back in the role of Maliva, and it also marked Dwight Frye's final entry into the saga, who had been Fritz in the original Frankenstein and Carl in The Bride of Frankenstein. This one is a sequel to both The Ghost of Frankenstein and The Wolfman, which is how it continues the Frankenstein saga. Obviously a very, very high-ranking favorite of mine because of my obsession with Lawrence Talbot and the Wolfman character. As I touched on in yesterday's review, the Wolfman is my favorite Universal monster of all time and arguably my favorite horror movie of all time. So to see the Frankenstein monster team up with the Wolfman and work together for a little bit and then have their great big battle at the end, classic movie making. Although this was also the follow-up to Ghost of Frankenstein, which, like I said in that review, is where things started to get a little strange. Because if you recall, in Ghost of Frankenstein, Bela Lugosi's character Igor's brain is implanted into the Frankenstein monster, which gave the monster Igor's voice. Well, with Bela Lugosi now portraying the monster, they originally filmed all the scenes with Bela Lugosi talking because he was supposed to have the voice anyways. But at test screenings, the fans were lost as to this because Ghost of Frankenstein had built it all up throughout the course of the movie, so you were expecting it when Chaney's monster spoke and it had Bela's voice. This, people weren't expecting it. I guess they'd either forgotten about it between the time between Ghost of Frankenstein and Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, or the test audiences had been people that had never seen Ghost of Frankenstein. Not really sure what it is, but none of the audience got it. So all of Bela Lugosi's lines were cut and re-edited, and there's even a few scenes where you can see his mouth moving, but there's no dialogue coming because they edited the audio out. This was also the first movie to feature the Frankenstein walk, very stiff-armed, arms extended, because again, at the end of Ghost of Frankenstein, we find out that the monster is blind via the transplant, but none of that is touched upon in this. So he has the stiff-armed walk, and again, audiences didn't understand why. Lugosi also suffered some serious exhaustion during the filming because he was 60 years old at the time, wearing the heavy suit and makeup of the Frankenstein monster, so they had to use a lot of stand-ins. So while it is a good story and way to bring the two monsters together by merging the two franchises, there were just a lot of issues throughout filming as a result of that and those little things. What do you guys think of Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman? Those of you that have seen it, let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments in the comment box below, as always. Leave me your movie recommendations and movies you want me to review as we continue our road to Halloween in the comment box, as always. Tweet them to me at ROWJJ And tomorrow, once again, we are going to sidestep the Frankenstein Saga just a little bit, because the next installment in the Frankenstein Saga, House of Frankenstein, introduces Count Dracula to the saga. So we're going to take a quick sidestep for the next 3 days, and we're going to do the Dracula saga, Dracula, Dracula's daughter, and son of Dracula, so that we can then come back to House of Frankenstein and finish the Frankenstein saga up without any other interruptions. So until tomorrow here on the Casa D18 Studios channel on Renegade Reviews, when I bring you the 1931 Bela Lugosi classic Dracula. I am the Renegade JJ Williams, and I'll talk to you guys